So these are the answers to lesson 13. Number 1, remember the trick to this is you need to be able to identify from a picture the different relationships that exist. Here we have a set of parallel lines. We have a transversal cutting through those parallel lines. We have a triangle created by the transversal in one of the parallel lines. This angle right here is 28 degrees. Therefore, this angle inside of our triangle is 28 degrees because this is a transversal, parallel lines. These are alternate interior angles. Now we have a triangle that has 2 of the 3 angles because all triangles create 180 degrees. That means that if I add these 2 angles together, I get 70 degrees. All triangles equal 180, so 180 degrees minus the 70 degrees created by the other 2. It leaves you with 110 degrees, so the third angle that we're looking for to answer number 1 is 110 degrees. Any questions on number 1? Everybody see where the alternate interior relationship comes from? The 2 angles that are part of the 180 and the third one that needs to complete it. Number 2. Again, you have a transversal. Again, you have alternate interior angles. This one has to be 38 degrees because this one is 38 degrees. I have 2 angles out of a triangle for a total of 54 degrees. My third angle then in the triangle has to be 54 minus 180 degrees inside a triangle, leaves it to 126. So the third angle is 126 degrees, which leaves the angle I'm looking for, and the 126 degree angle gives me a total of what? 180, okay? This is the one I'm looking for. I know that this is 126. Together, these make a straight angle for 180. So 180 minus 126 leaves the angle to the outside to be 54 degrees. Okay? Being able to look at a picture, identify what you know, the relationships that exist, and narrowing it down until you have your final answer. Are there any questions on number 2? Number 3, you had to do the work. In number 3, this line isn't here. Okay? We read the problem. A and B are parallel to CD. The measure of ABE is 56 degrees. And the measure of EDC is 22 degrees. At this point, have I created an alternate interior angle? Or a corresponding angle or an alternate exterior angle? I haven't created any of those yet, so I have to keep working. I'm looking for this angle. Explain how you know you're correct. Hint. Ladies and gentlemen, when they give you a hint, follow it. It says to extend segment BE so it intersects the line CD. So we're going to take this line and we are going to extend it through CD. When I've done that, what have you all created? You've created a transversal. You've created a what?
Triangle.
You've created a triangle. Once you've created a transversal, you've created alternate interior angles. Because this is 56, this has to be 56 degrees. Which means inside my triangle so far, I have 78 degrees. Which means my missing inside triangle angle is 102 degrees. Here's a straight line created by my inside triangle angle and the outside angle I'm looking for. 102 minus 180 will give me, or 180 divided minus 102 gives me 78 degrees for that final angle that we're looking for. Find the relationships that you know. Here we go. 4 gives you 2 angles out of a triangle. Your final angle has to be 33 degrees. Add them together, subtract from 180. Triangle, we have 2 degrees, 101 and 40. My final angle has to be
39 degrees.
39 degrees. Number 6, 2 angles, final angle has to be
12 degrees.
12 degrees. Number 7, the 3 angles are labeled with an X. What does that mean about the 3 angles, Bolt?
You have to find out the angles, but they're all equal.
And we know they're all equal because they use the same variable. If they were all different, what would they have done? Okay, they would have used 3 different variables. A, B, C, X, Y, Z. They would have been different, but because they're all the same, that means they're the same degree. How do we solve it, Faith? If I have 3 angles, all the same degree, that when added together give me 180 degrees, what can I do to figure out what each individual angle is?
180 divided by 3.
180 divided by 3 leaves me with
60
degree angles. Number 8, what does this symbol mean?
90.
This means 90 degrees. So I know a 90 degree angle, a 57 degree angle, and my final angle would be 33 degrees. Final one. Here's the work for it. You have 2 parallel lines. Here's 1 transversal. Since this is 72, this one has to be 72 degrees because they're alternate interior angles. Okay. 2 parallel lines, 1 transversal. Since this is 39, this one has to be 39 degrees because they're corresponding angles. Here I have a triangle with 39, 72, means that one has to be 69. Here I have a straight line that equals 180, that's 39, that's 72, has to be 69. There are 2 ways to prove the angle for number 9. That was your assignment. Are there any questions? Okay, press stop.